Hey, this is a sneaky link. Thank you for coming to my channel. I just wanted to give you a brief introduction into the conversation you're about to hear. This is my first time ever calling in to a live show, and I called into Wiley's show while he was having a discussion about caregiving and taking care of your elders.
I just wanted to make a comment about the caregiving topic you were talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a caregiver to my mother, and I know it is extremely hard. And a lot of people don't know how much work you got to actually put into that. It's hard, especially when you don't have, like you said, a team of people who's backing you up, who's going to be helping on Monday, who's going to be helping on Tuesday. But the hardest part for me was actually falling into that process and not really knowing what to do first, what to do next. And that's kind of what I do. I offer a service to help people get to those things. So it's a service out there now that it wasn't out there before that can definitely help people. And I just wanted to make sure that your viewers know, because there's a lot of people out here that need help taking care of their family. And some people don't know where to start.
Would it make your job stressful if family members always complaining, talking about you need to do it this way, you need to do it? Would that make your job harder if the family member always complaining about it?
It's very stressful. Mm-hmm. It's very stressful. And the main people who are complaining is the main people who cannot help. Not that they don't help. They can't even help. They can't offer any kind of assistance, but they have opinions. And I'm doing me over here making sure my mom is good. She don't gotta depend on none of them.
I feel you, and like I told people, I was like, listen, like you got to be nice, and you can't be complaining if you're not willing to help. You can't be out here, you need to be doing this to her nails and do this for her hair. I'm like, are you gonna offer? It's just the way your delivery and your messaging, and don't always come in and complaining, because that makes it harder on that caregiver. If you just because you want to, some people I work with people. Family members that never visit their family. Then they come once a year. This ain't right. That ain't right. I'm like, well, hold up. Let me breathe. Like, let's take it easy.
And people don't realize how hard it makes it on the actual patient, on the person who is in care. All of that animosity and all of that drama, they are already confused most of the time. They got so many new things happening to them, their body. They're confused. Absolutely. If you're going to do all of that, take that someplace else. Just leave whoever's going to be the peaceful one with the person who needs the help. Because a lot of the times they need to focus on just being alive that day. They don't need the extra.
Facts. And that's why, you write about it, and they need peace, because that's hard to work in a stressful environment, because it's already stressful taking care of somebody. But then you add on that extra stress of just the complainers, or you always got a suggestion, but you're not willing to get your hands dirty and put in the work. So I thank you that you're doing the work, because it's not easy. And I'm glad that you're doing it. It's very rewarding work, but it's very difficult work as well.
Yeah, and people need, you need guidance. You can't just fall into a hard role like that and not have support. You got to have somebody at least guide you, say, hey, these are the things you're going to come across. It's not even just taking care of that person. You got to take care of them, their assets, your assets. You got to mesh two lives, and it's hard, and you might have a partner, children, and all of your own life, and now you're trying to assist somebody in living theirs.
How do you balance your personal life as well as being a caregiver?
Well, see, for me, I use my own resources. I know that, you got to look at your benefits and see what's available to you. There's things like respite care that people don't know about. That's a service that's pretty much offered to you with your Medicare or your medical service provider, that they'll just send somebody for the day or a couple of days, and you can add that to your weekend that you already have, whatever your schedule is. Put those 2 days in front of that one extra day that you got off. Now the person that's taking care of is taken care of, and you could take care of yourself. My biggest thing is self-care, and that's kind of where we start. It's carer resources, it's caree resources, and then there's self-care resources. I say use the self-care resources first. I can't pour anything into your cup if my cup is empty. So I got to go fill my cup first. Meditation, you can do it simple ways. Take a shower, take extra 15 minutes in that shower, and just literally visualize the stress rolling off of you. But that's your time. Whatever time you have, that's your time. Enjoy it. Make sure people know that's your time. And you got to learn how to say no when you're doing so much. So that's what I kind of help with. And, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. People, you need guidance. What happened to me was very, very traumatic. Like, my mom had an allergic reaction to medication, and I had to physically drive her to the hospital with her unable to talk, her unable to talk to the doctors, tell them what's wrong with her. And it's just by the thankful of God. Like, I know my mama well. We got the same birthday. I know what year she was born. I know certain things she's allergic to, but there were certain things that I couldn't tell her, and I had a really hard time. I had to figure it out. I needed to organize her medication, figure out what she was taking and why. Why did they even give her this medication? I know there's a lot of listeners on here, and I cater to everybody. I have a very mixed, blended family, but my mother is Black, and she shouldn't have been taking the medication.
This conversation we have, everybody need to hear it, because everybody eventually will have an aging parent or loved one, or
yes,
need to
and
know
it's crazy because you don't talk about it at home. You don't talk about it in school. Nobody prepares you for it, and then you just taking care of somebody. A person like me, I don't even have children. Only person I know how to take care of is me. Now I got to figure out how to take care of a whole another person who is ill, and I have 0 illnesses. I've never even stayed a night in the hospital. So it was very hard. It was hard, but I love my mom, and I would do anything for her. She don't have to ask nobody for anything. Thank you so much for letting me on, and thank you for all that you do. You are so bomb.
Well, thank you.
I just wanted to take a moment to thank some of the celebrities in the world who are caring for their parents or loved ones as well.